In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to prevent creasing in your sneakers. Alright, I've been dropping a lot of tutorials lately, so if you like the tutorials, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, and drop that in the comments below so that I know you're messing with it. Now, I've come across this question a lot, and if you're watching this video, I'm sure you have too. How do I stop creasing the toe box on my sneakers? This right here is a pair of Retro 1 High OG Rebellionaires. They've only been worn a couple times. They're fairly new, actually. And with me loving Retro 1s as much as I do, I had the same question that you guys do. I wanted to stop creasing my toe boxes. Now, I will tell you right off the rip, all of these methods are going to sacrifice a little bit of comfortability. I personally think ones are super comfortable, so I have a lot of times opted out of any of these methods just because I've kind of come to face reality and understand that my toe box is going to get creased. But for those of you who do not want to crease your toe boxes, I've seen some DIY methods that I'm going to show you guys. And of course, there are some products that you can buy that will also prevent creasing on your toe box. One of the first methods is kind of an OG method that I used to use whenever I first got into wearing sneakers, is the good old sock method. Again, like I said, it's going to sacrifice comfortability, but it does work. It's probably not the most effective way to stop the creasing of the toe box, but it does help. If you take a pair of socks and you kind of flatten it out, shove that down inside of your sneaker. Of course, your foot has to fit under that and push out the toe box like you see here. And it does make your toes feel kind of cramped, but it does help. The only downfall to this method is whenever you walk, the socks are going to crease as well, so they only prevent so much creasing, plus it's really not comfortable at all to have a whole pair of socks in one shoe. So then we go to the next method that I've seen a lot, and that's using your old shoe trees. Again, you don't really have to pay anything to do this. I'm going to show you guys exactly how it's done. I actually used an outline of one of these sneakers. You can press paper down on the toe box and get a good outline of that. You know, trace it with a pencil if you have to, and then transfer that over to your shoe tree. You can see the outline that I made here on this one already. All I'm gonna do is cut that out. This is the right shoe tree, and it's gonna work a lot like a force field. These shoe trees are cardboard. They will bend over time also, but right off the rip, they're super stiff and they're gonna get the job done. Again, just take that, shove it in your toe box, and boom. You have a homemade crease protector for free, essentially. Personally, I think these work really well, especially compared to the items that you might purchase online. It's going to do a similar job. It's just not going to last as long. Eventually, it's going to crease and they're going to be useless. But you can just grab another shoe tree and do the same thing. So this is something I highly recommend, especially, like I said, if you're balling on a budget, don't want to spend money on force fields, this one's for you. But of course, I've mentioned it a couple times. Here's the product that you need if you're trying to interchange these. You're going to wear them a lot. You don't want to sacrifice very much comfortability. It's going to be the force field. They come in different sizes. They do have adhesive on them. I typically interchange mine a lot, and I don't want to buy force fields for every single pair of ones or every single pair of Jordans or sneakers for that matter. So I don't take the adhesive off. I just kind of slide them in and let them kind of find their place in my shoe. If you do want to buy multiple sets of force fields and keep them with a specific pair of shoes, you can take that adhesive off. It'll stick up underneath of your toe box, and it actually does a little bit better job that way, and you're going to sacrifice a little less comfortability because it is stuck to the top of the toe box. It's not overcrowding your toes as much. Now, the only way for you guys to see which method you think will work best for you is for me to put it to the test. So I'm going to use all 3 of these methods, and I'm going to show you guys what kind of crease we get. I'm going to tell you guys which one's the most comfortable, and hopefully at the end of the video you can decide for yourself which one's best for you. For each of these 3 methods, I'm going to have one shoe loaded with a crease protector. The other shoe is going to have nothing in it, so you guys will be able to see the difference and how each of them work. We're going to start with the pair of socks first. I'm just going to load those straight into the toe box the way I showed you guys before. And then you can see me put that shoe on. Again, like I said, you have to sacrifice a lot of the comfortability. And in this case, more than usual. You can see right now I don't have the pair of socks adjusted very well. It's kind of making my toe box bubble out. And you can see the shoe that's got nothing in it. But if I walk, you can see the creasing in the left shoe versus practically no creasing in the right shoe. I really would not recommend doing this though. And if you do, maybe only do one sock or kind of form it to the top of your foot, because this is probably the most uncomfortable solution to preventing Toebox creases. Next method, another DIY method, actually one of my favorites. We're gonna take the shoe tree, put it in there just like we would with either the sock or the force field. Throw that bad boy on. You can already tell which shoe has the crease protector in, which one doesn't. And again, if we walk, you can see the toe box crease, little to no toe box crease. And I'm really not being easy on it. Eventually that cardboard will start to crease. As long as you're not abusing your toe box, it is going to help prevent a lot of, if not all of, the creasing. And that method's free. Also, I forgot to mention that the shoe tree method is a lot more comfortable than the sock method. And last but not least, we have a product that is designed to prevent toe box creasing, and that's the force field. Again, that's linked in the description below. So if you see this, you like this, make sure you buy that from that link. I've got all the different sizes there in the link below, so they will fit any size sneaker that you happen to have. Again, slide in the toe box, throw it on. Obviously, this is the most comfortable method. It's designed to fit flush inside of your shoe. You can already see toe box looks full, no creasing. Again, if I go up on my toes, it prevents almost all of the creasing. Out of all three of the methods, I would definitely say the socks are not the way to go. If you're balling on a budget, stick with the shoe tree. Measure out your toe box, draw yourself a line, cut out one of your old shoe trees and use that for a while. And then whenever it goes stale, run it back with another one. But if you want something that's gonna last practically forever, you wanna interchange that with different pairs of shoes that you're wearing on a daily basis, then you should probably go with the force field. It's also the most comfortable way to prevent creasing. If you guys have any other ways that you want me to test to prevent creasing on the toe boxes of your favorite sneakers, drop those in the comments below, or you can hit me up on IG. You know the handle is the same, at @allabsneakers. Thank you guys for watching, and do not forget, this is all about sneakers.